are your hosts. I'm Nick Fisher.
And I'm Freddie Nazru.
Before we begin, today I must apologise for the sound of my voice. I have a slight cold. I had to go home early from uni yesterday because of it, so that's why I sound a bit sort of...
Croaky.
Croaky, yes. Like an angry sheep, we said last night, while watching Red Dwarf.
Yes.
Yeah. If you didn't see last night's Red Dwarf, don't, it wasn't very good. Alright, Freddie.
Okay, up until the base thing where they talked to the universe.
Yeah, it wasn't good, was it?
No.
The android went nowhere. The rival android for Croton.
Yeah.
I thought he was bound to have been
opportunity.
I thought he would have killed the crew for the Nova 3.
Kind of like in the last day from Series 3.
Last day. Oh, yeah. No.
Kind of.
No.
Replacement android for Crichton.
I was thinking more the episode... Oh, that's what you mean. I was thinking more the episode Crichton, where they find Crichton and they think he killed the crew. And he's on the Nova 5.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. On with the news.
Yes, we're here to talk about news and things today. We hope you're all well.
Yes.
So we've got 4 items, not from one of each weekday, as we said we were going to do, because we couldn't be, because that's not what we're doing.
Yeah, basically that just didn't happen. It didn't work out that way.
No,
there wasn't good news on 2 of the days, was there?
I've got no idea.
I don't know.
I know which day one of these is from, or I did, but I've forgotten, and then the others, I've got no idea. So first news item to discuss. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. The poster and trailer have been released. Now, Freddie.
Yes.
As someone who has never been exposed to any MCU property ever, what do you think of the poster for Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
I like it.
Yeah?
I like the monochrome Kill Bill style and the tagline. I think it's just...
Well, obviously.
Yeah, I think
brilliant.
Obviously it's great, because obviously it's going to be the second.
Yeah. It's sort of like... In the same... Well, the tagline for the first film was, "You're welcome." And it's almost like the Guardians and James Gunn, who's the director of those films. It's like he and the characters themselves are saying, yeah, well, we know you wanted us back. But the poster, which I think kind of looks like a punk album, it seems like... Well, for those of you who haven't seen the first Guardians of the Galaxy, firstly, turn this crap off and go and watch it. It's not meta in the same way that Kingsman or Deadpool is, but there are sort of jokes about the situations in the story. Like a lot of it was sort of influenced by sort of 70s and 80s action films and science fiction. There's a lot of Star Wars in there, and there's a sort of MacGuffin item in the story. And Peter Quill, who is the main character, also known as Star-Lord, makes a joke about, it's kind of like the Ark of the Covenant, which is, of course, the MacGuffin for one of the best action-adventure films ever made.
Yes, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, yes.
I should watch that again at Christmas.
We should do an episode. Anyway, yeah, a lot of the humour in Guardians is quite meta. Not as meta as something like Kingsman, but... Christ, excuse me. This seems kind of like that. It's almost like a parody of how sequels are often go dark. You look at Empire Strikes Back, Dark Knight, Empire Strikes Back, The Dark Knight, Godfather 2, Temple of Doom, yes. Even the trailer for the new series of Sherlock, which is not going to be dark. It seems, yes, like it's a kind of parody for that, which I think is quite funny. And you've got the new members. I think both the new Guardians in there, who aren't new characters, of course. Yondu and Nebula, I think they're both on the poster. Can you get the poster up on the computer, Freddie?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. The tagline's very funny. Now the poster. No, not the poster. The trailer. Again, as someone who's no exposure to the MCU, what did you think of the trailer?
I like the trailer. I like the music they used from Reservoir Dogs very much.
Yeah,
that's Ooga Ooga one.
Yeah, that song is in the first film, and it was used in the trailer. And this sort of there was one first trailer. Anyway, that song is used in trailers for the first film, and we're looking at the poster now. And yeah, both Nebula and Yondu. That's those two, Freddie, that were in the first film.
Okay.
As Nebula, well, they were both sorts of antagonists. Yeah, what did you think of the trailer? Sorry, guys. I was just pointing it out to Freddie because he doesn't know about
I
the MCU
liked
stuff.
it a lot.
Yeah.
A
It's
lot. It's fun. I thought the conversation between Star-Lord and Dave Bautista.
think he's a Bond villain, but not Dave Bautista. His character's name is a Bond villain.
Okay.
Think more era.
More.
Not Scaramanga.
Drax.
Yes, there we go.
Yes. And it was quite funny,
it
and
was.
and then saw some nice shots, and that's about as much as I can say on the trailer, having had no exposure to the first film beyond the trailers and poster.
I very much got the impression watching it, and I asked you afterwards because we both seen it, then we spoke about it, and I kind of got the impression it's very much for people who have seen the first one, because there's a couple of jokes like the conversation that Drax and Peter Quill have, and Drax says, "Do you need a hug?" That's sort of a callback to a line in the first one that became very popular, where someone makes a comment about jokes going over Drax's head, and Drax says, "Nothing goes over my head, I catch it." He takes things very literally. It's almost as though he's autistic, and it seems as though him saying to Quill, "Do you need a hug?" he's getting a better understanding of emotion. I thought that was very, very nice and very cute. And it's interesting that the trailer focuses on the relationship between Quill and Gamora, which is that nothing happens with them in the first one, but there's a suggestion that they're sort of attracted to each other. And I don't know if they're together in the comics or not. Let us know.
Yes, please do.
There are a couple of other bits, like the baby Groot that you see at the end. This little guy down here, Freddy. He, in the first one, is about 8 feet tall. And putting emphasis on showing him at the end. People who have seen the first one know why that's there. And at the start of the trailer, do you remember there's a door that says spacesuits only for dangerous use or something?
Yeah.
And someone has written underneath in red, or for fun.
Yeah.
I don't know about any listeners, but I know that was Rocket. That had to have been. It seems... Yeah, that's him.
Okay.
It seems like something only he would do, or maybe Quill, but Rocket's the most comic relief in the first one, I think. So yes, that's all clearly stuff for people who've seen the first one. I think my favourite shot is that wonderful shot on the gantry of Rocket and Yondu with all those people falling down. It looks like the prison from the first one, but they kind of look like, I can't remember, but it sort of looked like they were maybe wearing Ravager uniforms. Again, I'll probably check after this. I'll watch the trailer again at some point, but please tweet us if you can remember. But I think, see, Freddy, Yondu in the first one he's on a band of mercenaries, and he's a sort of father figure to Quill. But these guys, the Ravengers, are separate to the Guardians, and Yondu is kind of this badass and smart mouth, and Rocket's the same. And those two walking together, I think they'd be an interesting pairing, because they're probably quite similar. Maybe they'd be good buddies, or maybe they'd clash a bit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I thought the first one was great. It's it's going to be good. Do you think you'll see it?
Definitely. I'm planning to catch up with the Marvel Cinematic Universe or the MCU for people in the know over Christmas.
Like you were going to do over summer?
Yes, but I
like
mean
you were going to watch
time.
all of Game of Thrones over the summer?
Yes,
He's
but
only
I mean
seen
this
one
time.
series of Game of Thrones. Piece
and
of
about
trash.
5 episodes of the second one.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Slightly less trash.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I'm not sure. I wasn't calling the show trash. I was calling Freddie here trash.
Yes. Yeah.
I've completely forgotten what we were saying. Something about Guardians.
Yes.
Very excited.
Yes. And the man to my left is going to be popping my MCU cherry at some point soon with Doctor Strange.
Don't put it like we're gonna get questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see that sometime next week. The next Overcranked review will after Stranger Things will be on Doctor Strange. It won't be up next Sunday. It won't be up on next Sunday. It'll either be before or after because I'm away that weekend. So yes, the next Overcranked review will not be that Sunday, but it will be Doctor Strange.
It will.
Yeah. Right. On to the second item of news.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Daniel Radcliffe has been cast in a Swedish film about drugs, and it's the director's English language debut. His name is Jesper Ganslant, or Ganslant? I can't tell if that S is meant to be part of a word that I didn't finish, or is it the end of his name?
Okay.
Anyway,
yes. Him.
It's called, the name of the film is Beast of a Burden, and it's about drug running. It's cool that Daniel Radcliffe is doing because he never needs to work for money again. And he's said this in interviews. He can do stuff that he likes to do that might not pay as well, and he does really niche, just weird indie stuff like he did Swiss Army Man, which is out at the moment and looks fantastic. I'd like to go and see that. And he's doing Imperium at the moment, which looks bloody brilliant. So yes, he's presumably playing a drug runner in this with this Swedish chap. I looked him up on Wikipedia, but his Wikipedia page is in Swedish. And I couldn't find... Well, I didn't look for a translate button, so maybe there was the translate option. But it was about an hour ago and I was still in bed. And I thought, sod it, I'll move on to the next article.
I think Daniel Radcliffe has had a very interesting career since finishing Harry Potter. You know, he's done films across all genres.
Was that the thing you were telling me about with him in last night?
Hey?
You were telling me about something with Daniel Radcliffe in last night.
I was mildly... what if? Yeah. So some rom-coms, Horns, which is a horror, is it?
Oh, it's a fantasy drama thriller. It's weird film, Horns. But it's good. It's good. Yeah. It's funny.
Now You See Me Too, a caper heist film, and
he was the villain in that, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Did a decent job as well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And he's done most recently Imperium, which is him in a undercover FBI agent investigating neo-Nazis.
Based on truth, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, now this. And, of course, we was in Victor Frankenstein last year.
Oh, I don't know. Was it last year or the year before?
I can't remember now, which is annoying, but...
Anyway, yeah. It's good that he can do these different things now, and he's, given how he grew up in the public eye, he's turned out pretty well.
Yeah,
he's not like Jaden Smith, who's a fucking idiot.
Yeah. With the exception of the guy
Brooklyn Beckham, who seems a bit up himself.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were you saying?
Pretty much all the Harry Potter cast have turned out all right, apart from the either Crabbe or Goyle, who got arrested a few years ago.
Was that in the London riots?
Yeah, because he was brandishing
a guy who plays
a
Crabbe.
Molotov cocktail.
You'd think he'd be loaded. Why the hell would he need to steal shit from shops?
I don't know. But yeah.
Maybe it's just for kicks. Maybe he's a gentleman thief.
Maybe.
Like, what's his name in the Pink Panther? Sir Charles.
Sir Charles Phantom, the notorious Lytton.
Yes. I'm really sorry about my voice, guys. Deadpool 2. The shortlist for casting Domino has been revealed. The list follows thus, or runs this, or something, whatever. Shut up. Lizzie Kaplan, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Sienna Miller, Sophie Butler, Stephanie Sigma, or Sina. I can't tell if that's a G or a Y.
It's a Sigmund.
Sigmund, okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I wrote all these names down. My handwriting's terrible. Sylvia Hurks, Mackenzie Davis, Ruby Rose, Eve Hewson, and Kelly Roebuck.
Roebuck.
Yeah. So that's for Domino in Deadpool 2. Because we are complete idiots, it didn't occur to us to research who Domino is.
Yes, I don't know who Domino is.
So, I was pointing at the keyboard.
Okay.
Keyboard. We're gonna look it up now. For those of you who don't know.
Yes.
She's presumably a character from the comics. Here we go. Nina Thurman is a fictional character appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics. Not a surprise.
Yes.
It mentions that she's involved a lot. Oh, she's a lover of superhero Cable, who is going to be in Deadpool 2.
That makes sense. It makes sense that she's going to be there if he is.
Indeed, it does.
And on the subject of the cast,
yeah,
I only know 1, 2, 3, 4 of those people.
Yeah.
Lizzie Kaplan, Sienna Miller, Sophia Boutella, and Stephanie Sigmund.
Yeah.
Sophia Boutella was the Blade lady in Kingsman.
Oh yeah, of course she was. Well, which is the one from Spectre as well.
Stephanie Sigmund. She was in about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Of it, and one line.
Not a news item, but I read something this morning that will interest you, Frederick, because you've talked a lot about Captain Phasma. In The Force Awakens, Captain Phasma gets no more than 1 minute 45 seconds of screen time.
Criminally not misused, underused.
Or not underused, just overhyped by the fans. Thought she'd be something she wasn't. Thought they'd be something more than she was.
Yeah.
And casting somebody who is quite well liked by genre fans, because she's, of course, Gwendolyn Christie,
from
Brain of Tarth in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
One of the best characters. All right. Deadpool 2.
Yes.
You saw is that the first X-Men film you saw? We saw that together, didn't we? The first one.
Yes. I've seen of the X-Men films. I've now seen X-Men, X-Men 2, X-Men: The Last Stand, Origins.
Origins.
Yeah. And Deadpool.
Yeah. Deadpool's pretty great. We don't know about who's going to be Cable yet. Of course, my money, like many, is on Keira Knightley. I'm very excited to see that. I think it's all but confirmed that Keira Knightley's going to be playing this old grizzled man. I think it's right up her street. Son, I believe, of Jean Grey and Scott Summers. I think I've got that right. I'm not that well versed in my comic mythology, but I believe that's right. The son of Phoenix and Phoenix or Marvel Girl, and bloody Cyclops. Is Jean Grey's name Marvel Girl? I don't know. You won't know. Tweet us at the Overcranked.
Yes.
We're
That's
at the Overcranked on Twitter and Facebook.
Yes. Please do comment. Have some form of discourse. We are nice people. Honestly.
Are we?
Yes.
We're kind of dull. Anyway, let us know if we've got our facts wrong. Now, the last news item today. Willy Wonka is being remade.
For a second time?
Yes.
I hope it's better than the Tim Burton one.
I haven't seen the Tim Burton one in quite a while, but it doesn't really stand out. I'm not a big Tim Burton fan, but my favourite of his is Ed Scissorhands, and that really, I can remember that really well. I can't remember the Johnny Depp one, so the Johnny Depp version of bloody Charlie and the Chocolate Factory so well, despite the fact that everyone knows the story.
Yeah, the thing about it was more about Willy Wonka than Charlie. Which is ironic. No, doubly ironic. Because
it's ironic. Are you using that right? That's a word that is used far too frequently and often incorrectly.
Because the title of the film is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but the original with the late great Gene Wilder is called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
I thought you were talking about the Tim Burton one, saying that was too much about Willy Wonka. Right, yeah.
But it's the original focuses more on Charlie.
Oh right, I see what you mean now. Right, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a thing.
It is. It's
it's
certainly not a thing.
Which company is behind it?
I don't know, but it says the Harry Potter. The article I stole my news item from said the Harry Potter team. So whether that's Warner Brothers or not, I don't know.
Okay.
But I don't know if that means it's David Heyman and David Yates, or Wait, David Yates.
He did the...
Sorry, I'm confusing him with Christopher Columbus, who was the first two. So, maybe that means Heyman and Yates are doing it. Do we need another classic film to be remade?
Well, there's sort of the in thing with the Disney live action remakes of Beauty and the Beast, Jungle Book, The Lion King now, and...
Yeah.
But I would prefer...
Within the last year, there's been the Magnificent Seven remake, which is not bad.
Yeah.
And there's been a Ghostbusters remake, which I haven't seen.
Same here.
Not out of loyalty to the original, because I don't really care about the original. I just didn't like the look of it. But it seems like it's something that's happening quite frequently. And I think it's a shame, because I think constant remakes stunt innovation and new ideas.
Same here. You know, it's why we've discussed the possibility of the James Bond films being remade. We both agree that it would be a bad idea. You know, in 100 years, maybe remaking Goldfinger or Dr. No, which I think would be a bad...
100 years? Did we talk about that far into the future?
I can't remember now.
Do you think James Bond's still going to be going in 100 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think so. You know,
yeah.
It's one of those series that, you know, you can always update and reinvent versions of what they have done over the last 50 years, so why not?
This is true. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of... I said I've seen the first Ghostbusters, but I haven't seen the new one. That's not out of loyalty to the original. I wasn't like one of those who had a big tantrum when I found out it was being remade, and I didn't go see it expecting to hate it, and I did not see it to spite the production company or whatever. But it's kind of a shame that films that are loved and considered as good as they can get by many are being remade like this. Okay, it's slightly different with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, because that's based on the book and Magnificent Seven. The original was a remake of something else. But they are still loved properties. It would be like remaking Silence of the Lambs. I don't think those Hannibal films should be remade, because... Okay, Red Dragon, which is the Hopkins version of the Red Dragon story, isn't as good as Manhunter. But no, that's not important. It's a shame that, yes, that these beloved properties like this film, which a lot of us grew up watching, are being remade. And yeah, I think, as to you, it stunts creativity and originality.
It does, yeah, because the whole point of filmmaking, which is a creative medium, is to be as creative as possible.
It's to make money. Yeah. That's why it's being done.
True. Yeah. Point. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, you know, you're not being as creative as you could be if you're just constantly remaking properties.
No.
That's what I was getting at.
But no, big studios don't care about creativity, do they? They just want cash.
Yeah, they do what's popular now. Yes. When, you know...
I think it's Marty McFly who... oh, Christ, what does my dog say? So something about expanding his cultural horizons or not daddling with the timeline or something. It says, I'm all for that, but what's wrong with a little making a little something on the side?
Yeah.
Maybe Marty McFly grew up to be a film producer instead of a rock star.
Maybe.
Marty McFly would be a man now. Maybe he commissioned the remake of Willy Wonka.
Maybe.
Maybe Back to the Future's real. And on that note, guys, we'll see you on Sunday.
Yes.
Bye.
See you. Bye.